Alright, well, hello. So, as you can tell by the title, all of our armies, all of us, I think a lot of us can relate to this because, well, we're millennials. We all have our issues. And I am one of those millennials who, suffer from severe anxiety and depression and health issues, obviously. Now, I know what you're thinking. How I'm probably just all gonna talk about, like, oh, I just love them so much because they're so hot and they make really good music. Well, it's not just that, though. That's like a plus, because, I mean, look at them. I'm gonna start off with how I got introduced to them. So, I mean, when I was 12 years old, I started listening to J-Rock. So I was super into Alice 9 and the Gazette. They were like my main fucking bands. And obviously like Duran Gray was good shit, like good shit. And I watched this video on Facebook about like, oh, top 10 hardest K-pop dances, and G-Dragon's Heartbreaker was in there. It's literally all I remember. Oh, and Shiny's Ring Ding Dong. So that's when I first started getting into K-pop-ish, because I only listened to Shiny and G-Dragon. Bless his heart. But anyway, so that was my introduction to K-pop. What was yours? Because I feel like everyone has different ones. But anyway, so how I got introduced to BTS. I was in high school. It was during those, like, one of those periods that wasn't really a free period, but it was technically a free period because it was at that slot that I had an online course thing, which no one in my class took seriously, so obviously I didn't. And I saw my Facebook timeline. I was like, oh shit, who are these cute guys, like, who? Like this cute guy in a little, police officer's uniform. I clicked the video play, and I was instantly hooked. Instantly. I was like, first Jungkook came up, and then there was Namjoon, and it was just like, okay, first there was Jungkook, and I was like, oh shit, I can't handle this, and then Namjoon came in, and I was like, whoa, slow down, and then there was Jimin, and then V, and then Jin, and then Hoseok and Yoongi, and it's like, I couldn't fucking handle this. Like, I had to re-watch that video like 3 times before I kind of like, I need to go on YouTube and like watch these people. So yeah, my first video was Dope, because oh my gosh, so Dope is like one of like, I have like such a connection to Dope. I don't know if anyone else like just feels like, bitch, shut up, or if you like actually can relate to like how, not, I wouldn't say nostalgic, but like how nice it is and comforting to listen to the first BTS song you ever listened to. But yeah, so that's how I got introduced to them. And then there was I Need You, and I was like, bitches, I need you too. But yeah. So, yes, okay, how BTS saved my life. I always had this huge thing where it's like, if I can't do this, I might as well just kill myself. I always had this like, I wouldn't say it's due to my emo phase, because my emo phase was like very superficial and like not even an emo phase, but like I always felt, especially at the end of high school, this like darkness kind of like always wrapped around me, and I always felt very down, and I always felt weighed down, especially because in grade 12, I was going through a lot at home. That was like my biggest issue, and I had all this pressure of like, I need to get accepted to university. It was one of the I just like, it was so difficult, and I was like, if I don't get accepted to university, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. Like, I'm just gonna have to kill myself. Like, what the hell is out there for me if I don't get accepted to university? What do I do after high school, you know? I had a very closed, I wouldn't say closed-minded, but like, because of how I was raised and how my family is, I'm the 4th generation to go to university, so, and like, none of them took breaks, you know? It was always like, you're smart, you got this, work hard, do it, you know? Do it quick, and then you can get it over with, and get on with your life. But, yeah, so, I mean, I got accepted to university. Great. I don't know if, like, okay, so, K-pop was really distracting at the time. I mean, I was still able to do it, clearly, I'm in university now. But K-pop was very distracting, so while I was studying, I obviously listened to Zelda music, but like, I always kind of, I don't know, how would I say this? K-pop for me was kind of like a reward, if that makes sense, like, at all. And then it was once I was in university that I listened to it a lot more. Obviously, like, over the summer, I was like going to BTS, like, downloaded every single song, because like, considering my first song was dope, I had a lot to catch up on, you know? But anyway, so first semester, I failed my first midterm, Chem 1040, so known as Killer Chem, and well, I didn't do well because it was also very difficult. I studied my ass off for it, for the final, and obviously that didn't work out. But one thing that stopped me from doing something I would have regretted, or freaking out or crying like before the exam even started, is that one thing I did that like kind of ruined it. And it was like at Rosansky, and so I don't know how to put this, but it's like a building that has like a bunch of lecture halls. So at the lobby, it's just full of students for the exams. And because it was so loud, I was getting so stressed out, so I literally like had my earbuds in and I just blasted BTS's Butterfly, and that was like the only thing that like ever calmed me down, because it was just such a soothing song, and it made me feel less lonely, and that my problem wasn't that big. It's just like, it's just an exam, it's okay, it's fine, because I was in the mindset again of, if I fail this, I have to kill myself. I have to. What the hell else am I gonna do? I fail this one course. It doesn't matter if I aced or even passed all of my other courses. If I wasn't able to do this one course, that's the end. That's it. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed to my family. I dishonored them, you know? But yeah, so I mean, university, I know I can't complain. It's just like, I know a lot of you are probably going to be like, dude, it's university, like, just deal with it, blah blah blah. There's like tips and tricks online and whatever. You can go get help, go to your professors. It's like, I did all that, okay? There were a few semesters where they were actually quite successful because I knew how to handle myself. But at university, most of my friends were online via Sages of the Sacred Realm, which is a Zelda group that I'm a part of. Those were basically my closest friends at the time, because in person at university, I mean, there's so many different people, and a lot of them, either we have things in common, but we don't have like the same, like it's hard to interact with them, or it's easy to interact with people, but we don't have the same interests. So it's kind of like, whatever, right? But I had my friends, but sometimes they weren't there, right? And I'm one of those people that's just like, I hate feeling alone. And sometimes when I feel so alone, I don't know what to do, where I feel so numb. And BTS was there for me. I've watched countless of hours of their videos, and just seeing them smile and say things to ARMY, and it just like made me feel less lonely, and it made me feel more loved, because I've always had a hard time loving myself, as I'm sure a lot of you do too. So BTS even now has helped me feel less lonely, because even though from how they started to as famous as they are now, they haven't stopped appreciating how they got there. They haven't stopped appreciating us ARMYs, and I think that's something exceedingly important for celebrities, and it's something that I appreciate so much. Their music, yeah, I'm getting there. Their music has saved me. I like their soft songs, especially Butterfly, Walian, Coffee, honestly, I Need You. They are the songs, obviously there's a lot more, but like they're the main songs that have like always helped me when I was like crying, when it's like raining outside and I'm crying and I'm listening to music. It's those ones. Oh, and Forever Young. Oh my gosh, when that video came out, I screamed. I was so happy, and it was the day before my IPS exam. But yeah, and I'm especially happy with their Love Yourself albums, because honestly they have been teaching me to love myself. I honestly want to get like a tattoo of like the symbols for each of the albums, and like just like all around and whatever. Like, ugh, I love them so much. I love you guys so much. And I feel so weird saying that. I know that a lot of people think that like, oh, ARMYs and like K-pop fans, they're like so crazy and obsessed and stuff like that, but it's like, bitch, I don't think you understand, okay? Especially with BTS, and in my case, like, I don't want to put them up on that spotlight or that highness, if you get what I mean, but like, they really are so important to me, and I feel it's like so weird and so awkward that I'm just like this one small girl in Canada who knows so much and watches like everything she can about these 6 Korean guys. That actually sounds so weird when you say it out loud. But what can I say? It's true, and I'm sure a lot of you people feel like that too. Feel that BTS has been there for you when no one else was. I cannot believe that these 6 amazing, beautiful, gold-hearted Korean celebrities have saved, who don't even know me, have saved my life. Because I remember, like, this might get graphic, so I'm just warning you now. I remember having all these thoughts of just like going downstairs, taking the pill bottle, even just, you know what, just fill a nice wine glass of bleach, douse it, you know? Taking that knife, taking those razors, you know, I was so close to that. But whenever I felt like that, I would always be like, if this actually does happen, I honestly want to at least enjoy one last BTS video. I want to listen to their music one last time. And honestly, doing that has made me feel like there was hope. And I know that's like, I don't know if that's like so cliche or something like that, but it's like, it's so true. And like just looking at them, like looking at pictures of them smiling and enjoying themselves and all their videos of like being together, and I'm like, bitch, that's a friendship, that's a clique, that's a group, that's a squad that I want, you know what I mean? Ugh. And they're so perfect. Sometimes even there's just their voices do it for me, and I'm like, yes! Oh my gosh. And you know what? I'm so glad that they have saved my life, because they continue to do so. Because it makes me so grateful that I never did anything, and that I'm still here today, because I can still listen to their music, I can still watch their videos, I can still be a part of their success. I don't know, I just love them so much. And I feel like, I don't know, is this just like so weird? Like, I know I can't be the only one who BTS has saved. And if I am, well, what can I say? BTS, you saved a life, okay? Like, oh my gosh. Thank you. You boys, thank you so much for saving my life. I mean, them and the Legend of Zelda franchise. Because if there's one thing that keeps me going, is the fact that there's always going to be new BTS albums, and there's always going to be new Zelda games that I need to experience. I'm being serious. Is this an intense face? Is this an intense look? Because I'm trying to be as intense as I can be, because that's how fucking serious I am. I need this shit in my life. Anyway. I think I've rambled on enough. I love them so much. They saved my life. I'm so grateful. You guys they make like every dark part of my life, they make it a little bit brighter. You know? I love them so much. Anyway, okay, I'm done rambling. But like, I am actually curious, is it, like, do any of you guys feel that? Like, have they done anything for you, or do you just enjoy them? Because if you do, bitch, that's fine. Go you enjoy their fucking music. But for me, it's just so much more than just enjoying it, right? It's just like, it's kind of like a little dosage of life and love and hope, basically. J-Hope, he's my hope, and he's my angel. Anyway, okay, yeah, so, but I am actually curious. What has BTS done for you? And actually, what was your first BTS song and video? Yeah, okay, anyway, thank you so much. Right, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for listening to me ramble about my beautiful babies, and I will see you guys later. Okay, bye.